I forgot to close the window before sunrise, and the smell of fresh bread wandered into my room like it had been invited all along. The city yawns, the kettle sings, dust turns slowly inside the light. My sweater waits upon the chair, still carrying yesterday's warmth. Coffee paints little circles around my favorite mug. A neighbor waters tiny flowers without saying a word. Even the sparrows sound like they're smiling today. Nothing special, nothing planned, still somehow everything fits. It's just another ordinary morning, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. Little moments keep unfolding like the pages of a book. Every quiet conversation between the sunlight and the floor makes me feel like I've been here before. Slowly breathe in, let go. Smile. The corner cafe opens early, steam escapes into the air. Someone hums a melody only they can hear. The crosswalk changes without asking anyone to hurry. People pass with sleepy eyes, holding tiny pieces of tomorrow. I keep walking without needing somewhere else to be. Drifting over rooftops like they forgot the time. But page turns, the breeze answers, nothing asks for more. The afternoon settles gently across the wooden floor. Pieces and something waiting, it's already knocking at my door. Maybe happiness never needed fireworks. Maybe it always sounded like dishes in the sink. A chair by the window, a favorite song, and enough time to finish it slowly. It's just another ordinary morning, still the colors somehow feel brand new. Every little breath reminds me life is softer than I knew. Nothing louder than a heartbeat, nothing brighter than the sky. Every simple little moment finds a reason not to fly. I'll keep this day exactly as it is, because sometimes nothing more is everything. The evening folds into quiet blue. Tomorrow waits. I'm not in a hurry. A little sparrow landed on my balcony railing with a piece of straw in his beak before the neighborhood had fully woken up. fresh air, bare feet, quiet room, new day. The toast pops up a little earlier than usual. Steam curls slowly above the coffee cup. Somebody opens the record shop nearby. Music slips into the street. The sunlight reaches across my notebook without asking for anything back. Maybe today doesn't need to be anything more than today. Half a cup of morning, half a sky of blue. Every little ordinary moment feels completely new. Nothing pulling, nothing pushing, only time moving slow. Life has a funny way of letting quiet grow. Take it easy, stay a while. Watch the light change its mind. Laundry dances between two rooftops. The wind borrows every color for a while. A child waves from the bus window. Someone smiles back without thinking twice. Even passing moments leave a little warmth when nobody tries too hard. The afternoon leans against the windowsill. The pages flutter, then become still. I close my eyes just long enough to hear the room breathing softly. Some of the best memories never planned to happen. They simply arrived looking like today. Half a cup of morning, half a sky of blue. Every little ordinary moment feels completely new. The breeze keeps singing through the curtains like it knows my name. Maybe peace was always hidden inside days like these. The sun goes down without goodbye. The room stays warm, so do I. Soft clink of ceramic cups from the cafe downstairs reached my room before I even realized the morning had already begun. Soft morning, open sky, bare feet, warm floor. The kettle hums like an old familiar tune. Sunlight stretches across the table. A little notebook still open from last night. Nothing inside needs fixing today. Someone whistles while passing by. The sound fades into the breeze. Maybe peace lives quietly inside the hours we almost miss. Nothing's asking me to hurry. Nothing's asking me to run. Every little piece of daylight feels enough just as it comes. keeps writing gentle melodies in the ordinary afternoon. Slowly now, take your time, let it breathe, stay a while. The flower stand brightens up the corner, fresh bread lingers in the morning air. Someone reads by the station bench, turning pages without a sound. Clouds wander across the rooftops like they've forgotten where to go. Afternoon finds the windowsill. A quiet breeze moves the curtains. The room grows warmer without saying much. Even silence feels alive today. Not every beautiful memory begins with fireworks. Sometimes it starts with an open window and enough time to notice the light. Nothing's asking me to hurry, nothing's asking me to run. Every little quiet heartbeat finds another place to bloom. Golden sunlight, easy laughter floating through the evening air. Maybe all I've ever wanted has been waiting right here. The lights come on, the sky turns gold. Another gentle day comes to rest. The old cafe clock was running 5 minutes slow. And for once, nobody seemed interested in correcting it. Early breeze, quiet eyes, wooden floor, soft light. Steam rises gently from the coffee by my hand. The morning paper waits unopened. A bicycle glides past sleeping storefronts. Its little bell fades into the air. The leaves outside keep changing partners with every breeze that passes through. Maybe time feels kinder when nobody counts the hours. Leave the clocks behind this morning. Let the daylight choose the pace. Every little ordinary moment finds its own familiar place. Coffee warm and curtains swaying. Nothing asking me to run. Life keeps writing quiet stories, one by one. Slowly now, stay close, breathe easy, look around. The flower stand carries fresh colors onto the sidewalk without a word. A father smiles at his daughter's questions as pigeons scatter across the square. The bakery window fogs for a second, then clears again like nothing happened. close my eyes to hear the silence growing softer than before. Some days become enough simply because they never tried to be anything else. Maybe peace has always lived inside the pauses between our plans, waiting patiently to be noticed. Leave the clocks behind this morning, let the daylight choose the pace. Every little ordinary heartbeat finds another resting place. Golden windows, gentle laughter floating through the afternoon. Maybe happiness was never distant, only moving just as slow. One quiet day, one open heart, one simple melody. The sun leans low, the room grows warm. Another gentle day comes home.
I watched a single white cloud drift between two apartment buildings, and for a moment the whole afternoon felt like it had nowhere important to be. Shoes by the door, curtains move, a quiet room breathes with me. Toast is getting colder on a little wooden plate. The radio is barely playing from somewhere down the hall. A neighbor greets the mailman like they've done 1,000 times. Even familiar voices can sound brand new today. The sunlight reaches slowly across the kitchen floor. Without asking anything, it stays a little more. Nothing calls my name, nothing pulls too hard. The day unfolds exactly where it should. This is all I really needed. A little light, a little time. Coffee cooling by the window while the breeze rewrites my mind. Every quiet little heartbeat finds another gentle tune. Peace was never far away, it was waiting in this room. Slowly, easy now, stay here a little longer. Someone parks a bicycle beside the old cafe. Fresh bread fills the sidewalk before the doors swing wide. Two friends stop for laughter halfway through the crosswalk. No one seems concerned about the passing hours. I fold another page inside the book I'm reading. Not because I'm finished, just because it feels right. The afternoon grows quieter without becoming lonely. Leaves dance across the pavement like they forgot where they were going. I smile for no reason, then keep walking. Some Sometimes happiness needs no explanation. Tomorrow will have its own questions. Today only asks that I notice it. One gentle breath, one open window, one more beautiful ordinary moment. This is all I really needed. A little light, a little time. Every simple conversation with a breeze outside. Nothing louder than the sparrows, nothing brighter than the sky. If every day could feel like this, I'd never ask it why. Just another peaceful afternoon, quietly passing by. The sun slips slower, the room turns cold, the music lingers, and so do I. The smell of clean laundry drifted through the hallway before the sun reached my balcony, and somehow the whole morning felt lighter because of it. Soft light, warm air, open blinds, no hurry. The kettle sings before the coffee's ready. A tiny breeze moves yesterday's receipt. Someone downstairs unlocks the little cafe. The first chair slides across the wooden floor. Nothing asks to be remembered. Still I know I'll remember this. Take this morning as it comes. No destination, feels just fine. Every little ordinary moment carries something beautiful. Sunlight resting on the table makes the whole room wonderful. No big plans, no loud dreams, just the rhythm of today. Maybe this is all I needed to let my heart slow down again. Easy now, breathe in, stay here a little while. The flower shop opens quietly, buckets catching early light. Two strangers smile while passing by without a single word. Clouds wander above familiar rooftops. Even the sky looks unhurried today. I keep walking without looking ahead. The afternoon arrives gently. Books stay open on the sofa. The page turns with the breeze. Nothing changes very much, yet everything feels enough. Some days never ask to become memories. They simply stay because they were real. Every little ordinary moment carries something beautiful. Every quiet little heartbeat finds another point of view. Open windows, golden sunlight falling softly through the room. I'll remember this low feeling long after the day is through. The lights grow warm,
the sky turns blue. Tomorrow waits, I'm still here. The sound of a bicycle bell echoed through the quiet alley, just as the bakery switched on its lights, and somehow the whole morning felt perfectly on time. Warm breeze, open door, morning glow, soft smile. Fresh coffee settles into my favorite cup. The newspaper waits, folded by the chair. An old man waters flowers on the balcony. The sunlight climbs across the bricks, nothing louder than birds in conversation. Nothing brighter than an ordinary day. Maybe all we need is less to hold and more to notice. Let this quiet morning find me before the world begins to race. Every little ordinary heartbeat leaves another gentle trace. Open windows, slow reflections, dancing softly on the wall. Life keeps speaking in the smallest things. If I slow enough to hear it all, breathe easy, stay close, take your time, let it flow. The market opens with familiar faces, paper bags rustle in careful hands. A little girl counts passing pigeons like nothing else could matter more. Clouds move slowly above the rooftops without worrying where they'll end. The afternoon rests on the windowsill. My book stays open, one page behind. The breeze decides to turn another without asking if I'm ready. Some moments never ask to be remembered. They simply stay. The happiest days rarely make promises. They quietly become the ones we carry home. Let this quiet morning find me before the world begins to race. Every little ordinary heartbeat leaves another gentle trace. Golden daylight, gentle laughter floating through familiar streets. Maybe home was never somewhere. Maybe it was days like these. Nothing missing, nothing borrowed, only time moving peacefully. The evening settles, windows shine. Tomorrow can wait for one more song.
The scent of freshly cut grass drifted through the neighborhood before the mail arrived. And somehow the whole street decided to slow down together. Morning light, cool breeze, empty chair, deep breath, a warm mug waits beside the window. The curtains sway without a sound. Someone sweeps the front doorstep in an easy rhythm. Only mornings know. A passing train fades into silence, leaving the sky wide awake. I don't mind taking the long way. Some days deserve the extra time. I'll take the long way home today, where little moments softly stay. Every corner, every stranger feels familiar in its way. Nothing louder than this quiet, nothing brighter than the blue. Every step keeps whispering, life is beautiful enough. Slowly now, one more smile. Hold the breeze, stay a while. The grocery clerk greets everyone the same. A paper bag folds with gentle hands. The flower shop puts roses outside before the first customer arrives. Children's laughter crosses the park like birds changing direction together. The afternoon begins to bloom. Across the wooden floor, a favorite song keeps playing low. I stop reading halfway through just to watch the leaves dance. Sometimes the world doesn't need changing, it only asks to be noticed. The calm I've searched for was never far away. It was hiding inside ordinary hours. I'll take the long way home today, where little moments softly stay. Golden daylight, easy heartbeats floating through familiar streets. Nothing waiting, nothing missing, only this unhurried view. Every peaceful little minute feels like coming home to you. Evening falls, the windows glow. Tomorrow smiles from down the road. Carry the smell of fresh laundry through my open window before the first cup of coffee had even finished brewing. Soft daylight, wooden floor, empty cup, morning glow. The calendar hangs quietly without asking anything from me. I hear someone unlock the little bookstore downstairs. Leaves keep practicing their quiet dance across the sidewalk without missing a step. I smile before I know the reason. Some mornings already know my heart. Leave today exactly like this. No need to hurry into tomorrow. Everything is moving slowly, like the
outside the corner store. Bicycle bell rings once then disappears. Fresh flowers wait inside paper wraps. The old cafe turns on its lights. Even familiar streets feel brand new today, when nothing asks to be extraordinary. Destination, the afternoon leans against the rooftops. My favorite chair faces the sunlight. A book stays open halfway through. I stop reading just to watch the light changing across the room. Some days arrive without excitement. Still they become the ones we remember, not because they shouted, but because they stayed. Everything is moving slowly, like the sky is nowhere else to be. Every little quiet heartbeat finds another melody. Nothing perfect, nothing missing, only this warm afternoon. If tomorrow comes too quickly, I'll still carry this with me. One slow breath, one soft smile, one beautiful ordinary day. Golden evening, open curtains. The room grows still, so do I. So do I. The tiny bell above the neighborhood bakery rang 3 times before anyone walked inside. And somehow that felt like the perfect way to begin the day. Early light, fresh air, half-filled cup, open heart. The sidewalk still remembers last night's gentle rain. A little paper bag rests beside the bench. Somebody hums behind an open window. The melody drips further than the wind. The traffic hasn't learned how to rush today. Even the morning feels unhurried. One deep breath, one quiet smile, that's enough for now. Nothing asks for perfect timing, nothing tells me where to go. Every little piece of daylight finds its own familiar glow. If this moment keeps on passing, I'll just let it pass through me. Some of life is simply watching everything become easy. No hurry, no race, just a day, just here. The florist places buckets outside the tiny shop. Colors built together without making a sound. Someone ties their shoelaces at the edge of the park. Children chase their own laughter while the trees keep swaying like they've heard the song before. spoke without finishing the sentence. Maybe not everything needs an ending. Some thoughts are happier, floating quietly like clouds above the afternoon. Peace never knocked, it was already sitting by the window waiting for me. All I had to do was slow down enough to notice. Nothing asked for perfect timing, nothing tells me where to go. Every little piece of daylight finds its own familiar glow. The warm cup, the open window, the breeze across my hands. Every ordinary heartbeat feels exactly as it should. I'll remember the slow afternoon, long after the sunlight moves away. The lights come on, the sky grows soft. Another quiet day finds its place. The scent of oranges drifted through the open market before the clock reached 9. And everyone seemed to walk a little slower because of it. Morning breeze, quiet street, warm light, slow start. The cafe writes today's menu by hand. A bicycle waits outside the door. Fresh flowers lean toward the sunshine like they're listening to the wind. Someone laughs around the corner. The sound stays long after they're gone. Maybe joy isn't something you have to find. Maybe it arrives. Leave a little room for morning. Leave a little space for light. Every simple conversation makes the whole world feel alright. Coffee cooling, curtains moving, nothing asking me to run. I can hear the quiet singing before the day has just begun. Take one breath, look around, hold this moment, let it stay. The bookstore opens one page at a time, wooden shelves catch the daylight. A little breeze turns another chapter without knowing where it ends. The neighborhood feels familiar, like an old song, still worth playing. The afternoon settles into every window. A favorite chair faces the sky. Nothing remarkable needs to happen to make this day feel complete. Sometimes peace looks exactly like this. An open window, a slow melody, and enough time to notice both. Leave a little room for morning. Leave a soft and slow. I smile once, then let it go. A paper airplane glided across the station platform before anyone noticed, and somehow it made the morning feel lighter than yesterday. Soft sunrise, cool air, open heart, slow start. Fresh coffee settles into a quiet room. The curtains breathe with the morning wind. Someone unlocks the little bakery. Warm bread follows down the street. The city wakes without a hurry, like it finally learned to slow its heartbeat. Leave this moment just as it is. Nothing missing, nothing waiting. Ordinary days keep shining in their own unspoken way. Little pieces of the morning find a place where they can stay. Every window, every sidewalk, every smile I pass along turns another simple second into part of this song. Take it slow, stay here. One more breath, one more smile. The flower buckets catch the sunlight. An old bicycle leans against the wall. A little dog stops to look around, like the world can always wait. Clouds wander above the rooftops without deciding where they're going. The afternoon rests inside the window light. A favorite chair faces the breeze. The pages move on their own while quiet shadows cross the floor. Nothing has to be remembered. Still I'll carry this feeling home. The best part of today never made a sound. It simply arrived and stayed a while. Ordinary days keep shining in their own unspoken way. Every quiet little heartbeat finds another place to stay. Golden daylight, easy laughter floating softly through the air. Maybe all the peace I wanted has been waiting everywhere. One song morning, one warm afternoon, one gentle song, one more day. The evening smiles, the windows glow. Tomorrow can wait a little more.
Morning air, open blinds, soft footsteps, no alarms. The kettle hums its favorite note while sleepy shadows leave the wall. I water the little plant growing beside the wind in the frame. The mail arrives without excitement. Still somehow it feels important. Maybe every ordinary habit is another way of saying home. Nothing needs to happen fast. The day already knows its own direction. Leave the morning where it found us, soft and slow beneath the light. Every little ordinary heartbeat makes the whole world feel alright. No destination, no perfect timing, just a quiet place to be. Sometimes peace is only waiting inside simple routines. Take it slow, look around, breathe it in, stay a while. Someone opens up the flower shop, colors spill onto the street. A little dog stops to greet everyone it meets. The traffic waits, the leaves reply, clouds drift gently without a plan. I never knew how beautiful an unremarkable day could become. Afternoon settles into silence. Books remain where they were opened. Tea grows cooler without complaint. The room fills up with golden light. Nothing asks to be remembered, yet I know I'll remember this. Maybe joy is never louder than a chair beside the window, a favorite cup, an easy song, and enough time to finish both. Leave the morning where it found us, soft and slow beneath the light. Every little ordinary heartbeat makes the whole world feel alright. Even when the daylight fades, this calm refuses to disappear. Life keeps writing gentle melodies for anyone willing to hear. Nothing more, nothing less, just another beautiful day, doing its very best. The windows close, the sky turns blue. Tomorrow waits, but not for long. Before the first train arrives, somebody placed a tiny vase of wildflowers on the cafe table by the window, and it quietly changed the whole street. Morning air, quiet feet, open door, soft hello. Steam rises from my coffee, drawing little clouds above the cup. The newspaper folds itself, one page at a time. An orange cat stretches in the sunshine without worrying about the afternoon. I watch the neighborhood wake up slowly, like everyone agreed to take their time today. Nothing missing, nothing
nothing loud, only the sound of breathing easy. Let the morning stay a little longer. Don't count every passing hour. Every ordinary little moment finds another hidden flower. Open windows, gentle daylight falling softly on the floor. Maybe this is all we've needed. Maybe nothing has to be more. Slow down, look up, smile once, keep going. The corner market opens, boxes lined outside the door. Someone whistles while arranging fruit. The breeze turns another notebook page. Without asking permission, two old friends meet by chance, then lose themselves inside an easy conversation. Even silence feels like company. Balcony rail, looks around and flies away. Sunlight reaches across my bookshelf, touching every spine like it's reading too. The room doesn't change, yet somehow everything feels new. The best days rarely announce themselves, they simply arrive with warm coffee, an open window, and enough time to notice. Let the morning stay a little longer. Don't count every passing hour. Every ordinary little moment finds another hidden flower. Nothing perfect, nothing borrowed, only peace inside the air. If tomorrow comes too quickly, it can find me waiting here. One more song, one more smile, one more slow and gentle day. The evening settles without a sound. The lights grow warm, I'm already home. The smell of rain disappeared from the pavement just before the sunshine returned, and the whole neighborhood seemed to breathe a little deeper with me. Fresh breeze, open eyes, quiet room, new light. The coffee cools beside the window. A sparrow pauses on the balcony rail. Somebody laughs across the courtyard. Then everything becomes still again. The pages flutter without a reason. The morning lingers like it has nowhere to go. No perfect plans, no destination, only this moment finding me. The afternoon stayed just a little longer. Sunlight dancing across the floor. Nothing needed changing, nothing needed more. Every little ordinary second felt like something worth keeping. Slowly now, look around, take it in, stay close. The flower stand brightens up the corner, fresh oranges catch the light. bicycle rolls past the station. Someone waves without slowing down. The trees reply with gentle shadows, painting quiet patterns on the sidewalk. My favorite chair faces the window. The breeze arrives, then quietly leaves. I close the book halfway through just to watch the clouds drift by. Some days become beautiful simply because nobody asks them to be. Maybe peace has always sounded like distant birds and cooling coffee, waiting patiently on the table. The afternoon stay just a little longer. Every little heartbeat found another melody. Golden windows, easy breathing, nothing pulling me away. If tomorrow wants to find me, it can meet me here instead. One calm smile, one quiet song, one more ordinary day. The evening glows, the curtains fall, the room grows still, so does my heart. The shadow of a passing train slipped across my bedroom wall before the first page of the day had even begun to turn. Daybreak, soft air, half awake, slow smile. The kettle hums like it remembers yesterday. My favorite cup finds the edge of the table. Someone opens a tiny flower shop. Colors quietly spill onto the street. The breeze borrows the smell of bread and leaves it at my window. Maybe today is already enough before it even begins. Every little piece of daylight falls exactly where it should. Nothing louder than a heartbeat, nothing asking to be understood. Open curtains, gentle silence floating through the room again. Sometimes all a soul can ask for is another morning just like this. One more breath, one more smile. No hurry, stay a while. The bookstore sign swings with the wind. A paper bag crinkles softly. Someone waves from across the crosswalk without expecting anything back. The clouds wander without directions, teaching me how to slow down. Afternoon sunlight finds the wooden floor. The pages rest inside my hands. Nothing changes very much at all. Still the room feels brand new. Peace arrives without knocking, like it's always known the way home. Not every beautiful memory needs a special reason. Sometimes it begins with an open window and a quiet song. Every little piece of daylight falls exactly where it should. Every quiet conversation makes the whole world feel so good. Golden moments passing slowly, never asking me to chase. Maybe happiness was always hiding inside these ordinary days. Nothing more, nothing less, only time spent this way. The evening settles without a sound. I